Ever since the release of the first Legend of Zelda game, minigames have been introduced to provide a fun, yet challenging experience for players to gain prizes that may have helped them on their adventure. Heh, I mean, you think this hero, Link, who has to save the land of Hyrule from chaos, has time for this? But over time, these minigames have grown more enjoyable to play, and as technology advances, so do the minigames.
Certainly so, and that's why Zelda Conqueror and I will count down the top 10 minigames in the Legend of Zelda series. Feeling the wind go through your hair, focusing in on your target, and shoot. Let me explain, because I'm talking about a very special minigame, the Gerudo Archery Range. Located in the open area north of the Gerudo's fortress, Link can participate in the archery game after obtaining Epona and the Gerudo membership card. For 20 rupees, Link is given 20 arrows to shoot at targets, while Epona gallops from one end of the course to the other on a preset path. If Link hits either a pot or the center of a circular target, he will earn 100 points. If he misses the center of the circular target, but still hits it, he still receives points based on how far from the center the arrow hit. If Link obtains 1000 points before the game ends, he will be given a heart piece by the Gerudo running the game. If he tries again and earns over 1500 points, he will be given a larger quiver. In real life, horseback archery is considered to be an extremely difficult discipline. Great skill and enormous levels of practice are required. We also see this in the game. It's quite difficult to hit the bullseye, but the reason why this game is so great is because of the archery mechanic in Ocarina of Time. The bow is one of the most fun items in my opinion, and when you combine that with horse riding, you get the perfect combination. It's a new twist on the standard old archery game that we see a lot in Ocarina of Time. Now I'm freaking great at bowling, but that was on the Wii. Yeah.
If you're a big fan of Cuckoos and probability, then you're probably gonna like this game. The Super Cuckoo Finding Game. What kind of name is that, you're wondering? I don't know, don't ask me, I'm not the one who made this game. Taking place in Ocarina of Time, the object of the minigame is to find the 3 Super Cuckoos among a flock of normal Cuckoos within 30 seconds. Although the game seems simple, there is no discernible difference between a normal Cuckoo and a Super Cuckoo, forcing Link to run around picking up as many Cuckoos as he can before time expires. As soon as the game officially starts, you can see at least 1 or 2 Super Cuckoos land to where you can pick them up. Overall, this game isn't really difficult, but it provides a fun mechanic to pass the time.
The next minigame on the list is Bombchu Bowling. It is located in the western section of Hyrule Castle Town. Here, Link can play the Bombchu Bowling minigame for a fee of 30 rupees, once he has obtained the bomb bag from the Dongo's Cavern. The objective is to direct the Bombchu from the starting point to a large target on the wall, all while attempting to avoid a blade trap and 2 cuckoos, one of which is unusually large. Every time Link hits the target on the wall collapses, revealing a further wall and another obstacle. Now this minigame is so difficult because Bombchus can be really unpredictable, and don't forget the random cuckoos that are walking around. This game requires some precision and a lot of patience, but that's what makes it great, because you don't beat it and get all of the prizes on the first go. But don't worry, you'll still enjoy it a lot.
Skyward Sword. One of the most underrated games in Zelda series. If there's anything that you should be happy for this game other than the storyline, it's this minigame. Dudu's High Dive. Excuse me. Dodo's High Dive. The minigame involves Dodo launching Link straight upward using a cannon. After being launched, Link skydives back down, trying to pass through the fortune rings and avoiding the giant Dodo balls. Every ring Link passes through increases the multiplier for Link's prize by 2, with a total of 10, as well as slowing the speed at which the colored spaces on the island's base spin. Hitting a ball resets this multiplier. The main objective, however, is not to fly through rings, but to land on one of the many colored spaces on the island itself. Each of these colored spaces corresponds to a different rupee value. However, the gray space is referred to as the loser space, and causes Link to lose 10 rupees. The first time that Link lands on the 50 rupee space with a multiplier of 10, Dodo rewards Link with a heart piece, plus 500 rupees. This minigame consists of medium difficulty mainly because of the Wii motion controls, but it's a really fun game that I found myself playing a lot when I was a kid, especially for that pesky heart piece.
Now, like we all know, Majora's Mask is for sure the best Zelda game ever, so you can guess what minigame number 6 is. Wrong. The Deku Scrub Playground. It's a festive place where two Deku Scrub brothers host minigames. After paying the fee, Link must jump around from platform to platform, collecting as many rupees as he can, without touching the ground below him. If Link can do that and collect all the rupees within the time limit, he will get a purple rupee. Each day, the minigame becomes progressively harder. The platforms will move in different ways and become faster. Now, this game can be a bit difficult at times, but the challenge is great and the reward is even better. And the best part is, it gets more challenging each day, and you need to win each day before you get the prize. So it takes some time to get your reward.
Have you ever just wanted to drift off into a peaceful environment, where you can just let go of all your stress and enjoy what life has to offer? Embrace nature and truly become one within yourself? You've guessed this one. That's right, there's no weird name for this one. You'd think it would have a name like Fisherman's Hooking Adventure, but no. Now, there are a variety of fishing games throughout the Zelda series, and all of them are equally just as good, so we're just going to categorize this as a whole and not pick one out. Overall, there's not much to say about this minigame. It's self-explanatory in itself, but when I was younger, I found myself not really enjoying the fun aspect of this game. I just played it so I could get my darn scale and heart piece. I also remember spending forever just to catch that rare Hylian Loach. But I think many fans can agree with me when I say that this minigame still holds a nostalgic place in our hearts today.
Falby's Flight by Fowl. Rumor has it that somewhere in Hyrule there's an amusement starring cuckoos who flap their wings well. Do you think that's true? Well, yes. Falby's Flight by Fowl. Come on, people, and try it out yourself at the cost of only 20 rupees. You can live out your cuckoo flying dreams. The objective of the game is to jump from a platform connected to the building while holding on to a cuckoo. While in mid-air, Link can guide the cuckoo through different targets to receive rupees, with the main goal of ultimately landing on one of the many platforms making up a multi-tiered floating island called the Isle of Riches, where many prizes can be found. The ultimate prize, located on the topmost stationary platform, is a piece of heart. And the best part is, you can even earn prizes. But it's not that easy to get the grand prize. Well, let's say almost impossible. So be prepared to pay a lot of money to get it. But flying with the cuckoo is a lot of fun, especially from that height, because you can fly for quite a while. And before you land, you need to time it right to get the grand prize, but still, difficulty equals fun, right? The minigame belongs on number 4 because of the atmospheric environment, and the music played illustrates an enjoyable, yet peaceful experience.
You know, one of my favorite item mechanics in Twilight Princess was being able to add explosive bombs to your arrows. It just made up for not having any magical arrows in the game, and I found it really pleasing when using them against enemies. But be careful what you wish for, because you might just spend hours enraging at this minigame. Izes Rabbit Ride. The objective of the minigame is to follow Izes' assistant down Zora's River and shoot the pots placed down by Iza with the use of bomb arrows. Yellow pots are worth 1 point each, and red pots are worth 2 points each, but Link will lose a point every time he collides with an obstacle. If he can manage to score 25 points by the time he reaches Lake Hylia, he is awarded with a universal set of giant bomb bags by Iza's assistant. I find this to be one of the most hardest mini-games in the series, because you need to predict how much you're going to steer and when you need to slow down. But with enough practice, being able to navigate your way safely and shooting at least 25 points isn't all that difficult. Overall, I enjoy the high intensity in this game and the beautiful scenery added into it. I usually paid more attention to the surrounding areas rather than the main objective of the game. Still, I can't help but to look at Iza's head. I mean, just look at her hair. It looks like a wig made out of spaghetti.
Number 2. Sledding. Now this is my all-time favorite minigame, sledding. This minigame is great. It is a downhill race in which the frozen leaves from a nearby tree are used as sleds to access the Snow Peak ruins. Its starting point is on the top of Snow Peak. The course contains many hazards such as pits, trees, and a broken rope bridge. This is for sure the best minigame in Twilight Princess. It's a really fun route with all sorts of hidden passages, shortcuts, and treasures. Now the first person you race against is Yeto, but he's easy. If you beat him, you get the option to race his wife, Yetta. This race is more challenging, as Yetta is faster than Yeto and takes several shortcuts, so pay attention. As soon as you beat her, you win a heart piece. Yetta is in my opinion a really fun challenge, and if you defeat her, then you can always break your own record. Overall, it's really fun to see Link sledding all the way down, and the music is beautiful to listen to. It breaks away from the normal gameplay. It's something new, it's something fun, and you can do it at any time.
The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. My favorite game of all time. Just by the mentioning of this game, I think most of you know which minigame will be ranked number 1. But my favorite item in this game just had to be the Goron mask. I spent hours upon hours in Termina, and found myself displeased that they never made a minigame for its mechanics. If you think chasing Galt around was fun, my friends, then you are in for a real treat. But seriously guys, there's something wrong with you if you enjoyed that boss battle. I mean, if you think playing tennis with Ganondorf was fun guys, just try playing dodgeball with Galt. He never misses. Anyway, back on the subject at hand. The best minigame in the Zelda series of all time goes to... the Goron race. The objective of the minigame is self-explanatory. Link as a Goron is set to race off against the other Gorons in a racetrack. But be careful, their spikes can knock you down. The best way to rank first in this minigame is to keep a limited distance and hit them if they come near you, so that you can slow them down. There are also magic jars along the track, but I recommend getting your magic meter upgrade at Snowhead first. I remember as a kid playing this game and raging just how long it finally took me to acquire the gold dust, just to upgrade my puny sword. But no matter how hard this game is, it is one of the most challenging and fun games the Zelda series has ever presented. Overall, all of these minigames hold a special place in our hearts today for their challenging, musical, and atmospheric feelings we felt playing these minigames. They provide an extra leisure, rather than just saving the Kingdom of Hyrule. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it as I had a lot of fun making this. Special thanks to one of my good friends, Dr. Wily, for starring in this countdown. Feel free to check out his channel as he has a lot of good content that I know you guys would love. Until then, it's dangerous to go alone, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel to be filled in on all the Zelda lore for a safe adventure. See you guys next time.